Hi everyone, welcome WIC channel. My name is Rifat. So for this video here, we're going to talk about Twilio. It's a stock that I did buy, and I told you guys I'm going to do a video about them. Kind of give a dive deep on what is the company, what do they do, without necessarily going onto their financials and all this kind of stuff, because I think the video will be way too long, and already just explaining them, it's a huge dive deep because they are such a hard company to understand and break down and also go in depth of what do they do, because they do so much that it's hard to explain. But yeah, so I'll try to kind of break to that and everything. So I hope this video can help you guys enlighten as what the company has, what the potential they have, which is astronomical. It's amazing and crazy. So yeah, but before I jump in, if you love this video, hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you're new to this channel, so that kind of helps, and also liking it helps, grow the channel, show you guys you like this kind of videos, and helps, this kind of stuff. So I really appreciate that, by the way. But yeah, so I'm gonna do a big mix before I go in there. I kind of have a bit of old school. I kind of have my notes in my notepad. You guys can, I don't know if you guys can see. No, you cannot. So I got a notes over here, and also broken into bullet points. I mean, if you guys want, in terms of like more information, stuff like that, I will drop my email down below. You can gladly send me an email, and I can maybe try to answer, or kind of put in my notes into that email and share it with you guys. So stuff like that. To have that, maybe just show me a screenshot if you subscribe to my channel, and I will gladly send it over to you guys. So yeah, let's jump in. Yeah, so pretty much, what is Twilio? We'll start with what the company does and stuff like that. So Twilio, they have two entities attached to them. They have Twilio.com, which is mostly their main source of revenue, which is like selling for customers and businesses. And one thing I love about them is Twilio.org, which is they are giving 1% of the equity. They're allocating it to that, to non-benefit work, which is helping like people, like non-benefit like organizations and stuff like that, that don't have the resources, pretty much money, to kind of innovate and improve the telecommunication systems and stuff like that. Twilio comes in, Twilio helps, provides money, and helps them grow. So it's just something I like, because it gives back. That is something kind of connects to me, so I kind of like that about them. And also, pretty much I will go into the what do they do afterwards, before I should have done with the clients. But anyways, so the client is, they have pretty much a lot of clients, but just to like kind of break it down, they have few main, I would say. They have Coca-Cola, because they come through Salesforce, and you have AWS, which powers Amazon Chime, and other stuff that comes in. You have, if I'm not, Connect also, and stuff like that, and Amazon.com, which is here. You use this, you select an order, you enter your stuff, and you get a phone call. It powers by them. You have Uber, Uber Eats, and you have WhatsApp. So pretty much that. So what they do is, pretty much they run their platform on AWS infrastructure. They have like the super network and stuff like that, which they leverage the Amazon infrastructure, which is like pretty much everywhere globally, and telcos, and adds a software layer to that, and provides that to developers to embed telecommunication into their programming and development. That comes as, per example, Uber. You ordering, you are asking for Uber, and Uber communicates with you saying, "Oh, your ride is confirmed," and stuff like that. It uses the communication of Twilio, and runs through that. You have, for reserving your table, I forget the name they use. They use a company that uses them, that tells you, hey, yeah, your reservation is confirmed and stuff like that, through Twilio. You have a bunch of other companies that uses Twilio to kind of leverage communication. So they embed pretty much their communication through that, and you have a second authentication, like you receive a text message. It's also run on Twilio to kind of run that, to send a text message to you with the authentication. You enter your code and stuff like that. So it empowers developers to embed communications to their software, I would say, and their anything apps and everything. So it kind of uses that, because with them, they kind of add that layer and creates a good programming code for people to use and kind of distribute, because it's kind of better because Salesforce is one that uses that, because they have a case study that did was Salesforce users that on their application of Salesforce that runs kind of, so like marketers and salespersons can easily communicate with their client all in one app. They can easily communicate with their client, so they kind of embed and runs on Twilio. Also another one, and their main customer focus is developers, because that is, and developers is very important and very niche clientele, and they have over 1 million, I think now they're going to 5 million, stuff like that, of developers using Twilio, which is important because devs start using them, they like it, they embed in their software, talks them to about the VPs and stuff like that, and that's how you develop sales. So you really go there. Another thing also Twilio uses with Salesforce and Coca-Cola is, another great thing is, before example a machine breaks down, that's mainly in Europe they did this. So a machine breaks down, the what do you call, the owner doesn't know. The owner, because a customer comes in, customer is not happy. Customer comes and talks to the owner saying, "Hey, the machine is broken over there. I cannot buy Coke." And the owner calls Coca-Cola, and Coca-Cola comes out. It's like, it's like a long chain, and it's long. But now they're using the power of IoT, Internet of Things. So it pretty much connects it with the Salesforce system and stuff like that. And when it's about to break, broken, it just pretty much triggers it and sends a message off to the system, and Coca-Cola knows, and Coca-Cola automatically dispatches the person there to fix. So you're optimizing routes too, and they're going to use it also to garbage bins. That's what they talked about. One of them in their conference call is, sometimes you have a truck, like they have Monday we're going here, 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 but sometimes you're just picking up garbage bins that are not even full. But example, you have a next door street that's not far, but it's your route of Tuesday, but his bin is completely full. But you could have optimized your route. So that's why now, with power of Twilio and Internet of Things, and the all in one interface, you can easily know, this is getting big, this is getting full, and we can wait a bit. So we'll come this maybe towards the end of the week and go pick up this. So they optimize their route that way with stuff. They can know when things are full because they have a good interface through that. So that's the reason come that idea of the garbage bin, and Coca-Cola also dispatching when they need, and not having a person just going constantly even if the machine is working. So you have more, the customer is happy, customer is getting his stuff more, so it's more customer centric, and making sure the experience of customer is good. So that's the important thing is Twilio, you'll never see them out and about talking about them, because they're really on the back end of stuff, doing stuff on the back end, which is important, because I think those stuff are important because that powers the rest, and that's why they want to improve pretty much their communication. I think that's the important thing is also communication, and improving that with the customer. So we're moving on. So I have that here, pretty much talks about that with AWS. And one of the, so I think I can move down here. So one of the great things they did with the nonprofit thing is the crisis response with the COVID-19 and stuff like that. So crisis response is there, and they're helping organizations to improve their communications with people that in need, I would say. And now moving on is a couple of valuable networks and technologies that they have. One of them is the super network that I kind of showed you guys quickly here. So super network it's leveraging pretty much what I told before, the AWS infrastructure with telcos around the world, and they add the software layer. So they connect everything. So they leverage existing infrastructure, and they just say, hey, let me connect everything. So if everything is improving communications, improving fast, and going everything to kind of nicely go through that. There's a nice video that I liked about it also. It kind of recaps a pretty good of what they do and everything, is this one here. It's the case study of Twilio when they went to on 2016 at AWS. So that's what they do, and I'll put the link down below so you guys can see it. Yeah, and a couple of potential areas that I identified was utilizing more of their super network, flex call centers, and authentication, and conversation feature. Conversation feature is very much important, is that it gives leverages, because on one platform you can have a customer reaching out to the company through Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, uh, whatever, like, reaching through WhatsApp and stuff like that, and all integrates into one nice platform, and the company sees it and easily communicates, because some people want to reach. So it's pretty much giving the power back to the customer, and the customer utilizing that to what method they prefer to reach out to the company, so it improves the customer experience, and customer loves, like, going through that. And also another thing is a factor of call center improvement. Right now when you call call center, don't tell me this is a big pain, that, oh, press 1 for this, press 2 for that, press 3 for that. Oh yeah, now you have a bot that tells me, tell me what you want today, and you keep telling, I don't know, I want to cancel a flight, and like says, you want to book a flight. So those kind of stuff is really, really annoying. So you can do it with utilizing your Twilio to kind of a custom, like, runs everything automatically, like this, pretty much like saying, selects all the options, like on Amazon has you select all the options, and you put your stuff, and you just say, call me, and they call you. They already know what you're talking about, and they're answering what you want, and you're happy and you're satisfied. You did not wait online for an hour or so. So it's kind of a great experience, and also improving that to kind of also canceling flight. That's another factor. Also, we can use these, have bots and everything that kind of communicates, and customer can enter their order number and stuff like that, and go through the process of canceling flights and stuff like that. That's another great thing also. And call center, because it's great, because you don't need to have those old, like, you want to have a call center, you have to go through all these kind of pieces, and you need this switch, you need that, you need this, you need that, and now you need this service fee. It's so complicated, so it's like you just like breaking it down, simplifying it, and making it way more convenient for the customers, and for the business owners that want a call center that doesn't necessarily have to have, like, spend, I don't know, millions of dollars to have a call center. That kind of reduces the cost. And conversation, I kind of spoke about it, and utilizing that. So it's kind of a good thing they're going through, is that, and I see, and there's more potential areas because they keep on developing more stuff. A couple of competitors, that I kind of found out was Bandwidth, Tel, Aviva, and Cisco. I'm not going to do those first two. The last two is more important. They are kind of competitors of them, Aviva and Cisco. And you also have them at AWS and stuff like that, also kind of competing with them in a way. But you have Aviva and Cisco, that's like the main thing. But they don't even have the same relationship with developers. They don't even have the same APIs. They even don't have this stuff. They just say, you want to have a call center, you have to buy this service, you need to buy this router, you need this service contract, and it's going to cost you $1 million. It's going to cost you so much. But with Twilio, you can say, hey, no, right now it's a perfect example. Like, maybe during the economy boom, you had maybe 100 phone numbers. That's an example, and 100 agents. And now you're cutting back. So you can easily, you're initially spending, maybe, we'll say, roughly $1,000 a month. And now you can easily cut back to $500. I have less agents, I need less phone numbers, I'm cutting it down. And with Twilio, that gives you, it's pretty much what AWS offers in terms of, like, when you have more usage on your website, you increase your capacity, and when you don't need, you reduce it. So it's saving you cost. And the same idea applies to them. They reduce their cost. And now you're paying $500 a month. And once the economy starts booming up and the business starts booming up, you increase it. But in terms of the old archaic way that mostly Aviva and Cisco are focused on, you spend a service contract and you must pay them at the end of the year. And you're like, oh, but I cannot pay you anymore. I don't have business. I don't need these routers. I don't need this much numbers. I don't need all of this. Can I cut back? Oh no, you paid them, and it's in this. You're stuck. So it doesn't give and doesn't allow the business owners to kind of leverage and play with those kind of stuff that they need on the time in question. So that's kind of a great thing that Twilio is answering, that I think Cisco and Aviva lagged seriously when they had a market presence. They could have optimized, and Tech sees it. They did not. I think they're very behind on what Twilio has to offer. So a couple of problems, I would say. These are all beautiful things. There are problems too. Revenue concentration, because they have around 18%. I think they're working on reducing that, and I think they reduced that on the last quarter. Comes from couple of main clients. That is one of their big problems, is that. So you have WhatsApp, which is one, and they have no really contract with WhatsApp. So it's like mostly as per you use, you pay. So that's pretty much that. So their revenue, when WhatsApp already announced and Facebook announced pretty much to cut down, they cut down from 7 to 9%, but still they had 7% 2018, down from 9%. Facebook, they were not able to cut down fully because you cannot replicate this network that they have, the potential they have, and the technology that they process. That it just costs so much that they cannot, that's a problem. And you can see that they have trouble reducing completely. And same applies to Uber. Uber reduced from like 38 million to like 26, but they're having hard time replicating their services too. So yes, you cut down, but the revenue is still growing on other ways. So they're working on replicating other ways. So still Uber was not able to completely cut down. Another thing is the reliance on service providers, which is the telcos in this case. So if telcos increase the price, they have no choice but maybe to trickle it down to customers. So cost is going to rise in that matter. And when you have also reliance on AWS infrastructure, because they have pretty much everything on AWS, they don't run anywhere else. If AWS infrastructure goes down, stuff like that, they are impacted. So that's kind of a factor that also is a problem too. So those kind of stuff that I mentioned, I think I covered pretty much a lot of stuff that what I think is important for Twilio, and I kind of hope I'll put the video down below in the description. I recommend you guys go watch that. And it's important because it's really hard to understand because they work really on the back end of things, and but they empower apps that you use daily, websites that you use daily, and they're reducing cost for call centers, for service centers, and improving communications with companies, because I think that is something we have to do key. Because even right now in Canada, why I had to wait 2 hours to talk to an agent at Air Canada, which did not make sense. I'm like, I could have put my number online and Air Canada could have called me when they were free and when they had time. So that kind of things, they are giving back the power back to companies, and companies like Air Canada that doesn't maybe know and can utilize that to improve customer relationship with companies and communication. I think that is an area that needs to improve, and I think they can grow, and I think they have all the right stuff to do it, and they're working with the key people, which are developers, because they are the one that design, that work on the back end, that work on the front end, that does the stuff for the tools and resources that we use right now. So yeah, that sums about for this video. Anyways, that's about it. So if you have any comments and stuff like that, drop it down below. Would love to hear from everyone out there, and stuff like that. So if you like it, thumbs up, subscribe, like always. So thank you very much for watching, and I wish you guys a wonderful day. Whoosh!